Welcome to the Fan Fuel Podcast, Slick Track Edition. I have got one of the major TV superstars for when it comes to dirt racing on TV. You can see him right here. It's Ben Shelton. Ben, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh man, I'm just a guy that grew up loving racing. Grew up in Riverside Speedway in West Memphis, Arkansas, watching sprint cars mainly race, but always loved everything. And all the way back from those early days of watching guys like Sammy Swindell and Greg Hodnett and all those guys race. Now into getting to watch all these super late model guys, the mod guys. If it goes in circles and it's dirt, then odds are pretty good I'm gonna be a fan of it.
Awesome. Well, I got 3 envelopes for you for some. Yep. You can pick A, B, or C.
Let's go with A.
Go with A. All right, I'll let you pull the questions out for me and hand them to me. I'll let you give a little once over so that you.
No, let's just roll with it. Let's just go.
Let's go. Number 1, what do you do in the off season?
There is no off season. I work 13 months a year, 8 days a week, 25 days, 24 hours a day. There is no off season in this sport. So pretty much what I do every day is what I do every day.
Number 2, who is your all-time favorite fictional race car driver?
Oh, Stroker Ace by far. I think today would have been Burt Reynolds' birthday, ironically.
Yes.
And huge Stroker Ace fan, the fastest chicken in the South.
Number 3, favorite non-racing moment at a racetrack?
Oh man, there's so many of them. Probably anything at Eldora because the crowd is amazing. And I looked up in the crowd a couple years ago at the World 100, and there's a guy in a giant T-Rex outfit running through the grandstands, and I think there was a hot dog chasing him and things like that. Well, that never goes away out of your mind.
All right, number 4, since you follow a tour with your Flo Racing and everything, to where you've got y'all's own stuff that y'all do, if y'all could, what would be one track you would love to add to y'all's schedule?
Whew, that's a tough one because we get to go to a lot of cool places like Eldora and Fairbury and so many great places. Probably if I could add anywhere, probably because it's going away after this year, I'd love to have a race at I80 Speedway. That's such a great place, and it's closing at the end of the year. It'd be cool to have a Castrol race there.
All right. And which track that, with your tour and everything, that you feel more obligated to that you would like to not have to go?
You know what? I don't know that. I see things a little bit different because I promote shows. I know how hard it is to run a racetrack. So it sounds like a cop-out, but honestly, all the tracks we go to, I'm just grateful that they have us, and I'm grateful we have a chance to put on a show and make them a little bit of money.
Well, see, that's the kind of answer I was hoping to get out of you, because there's a lot of people that don't understand the other side of racing as a promoter. So
it's hard. It's very hard.
All right, and name a bucket list track that you would like to go watch a race at that you've never been to.
Oh man, it would have to be the Chili Bowl because we're always at the Wild Boys Shootout. It used to be in Arizona, and right now it's in New Mexico. Well, it's always the same week. So I have never been to the Tulsa Expo Center, and I've never watched anybody chase one of those golden drillers in person.
All right, number 7, your favorite race day meal.
Oh man, I stay on the road so much and I try to be reasonably healthy. You're gonna laugh at me. Probably Subway. I like a good Subway sandwich or a Subway salad, just because it's hard to eat decent when you're on the road all the time.
Right. And number 8, your favorite color on a race car?
It's red. I'm a red guy. Black is a close second, but red is my favorite color. You give me a good red race car, I'm gonna be a big fan.
Number 9, super late models as is or topless?
You know what? I think the topless thing got beat into the ground a little bit, so I like them as is. Have nothing against a good topless race, but if it's up to me, give me just a standard dirt late model. And
I'm going to say 9B for this one because I'm not sure that you've actually been in a race car, so sprint cars, winged or non-winged sprint cars?
You know what? A lot of people like the wingless better. I grew up on the wing, so I'm going to say winged sprint cars because I just love the look of them.
All right. So have you raced a car yet?
I have not. I have done ride-alongs in late models and modifieds. Recently just did a ride-along up at Fairbury Speedway. Done one at Batesville Motor Speedway with legendary Wayne Brooks. I've been in enough ride-alongs that it makes me realize I'm on the side of the fence I belong on. I have no business trying to drive a race car.
All right. Well, in that case, being that you're in the tower, you've been to so many tracks and seen so many great races, what's the most crazy oh shit moment that you've actually seen happen in person on the racetrack?
My home track, Riverside Speedway, 305 sprint car. That used to be wingless there. A guy flips, just as he stops flipping, the helmet rolls out of the car, and for a minute we didn't know if the driver may have been decapitated. It was very scary. It turned out his helmet just wasn't on tight, maybe a little bit too big, but it was definitely an oh shit moment.
I hear you. Thanks, Ben, and hopefully we'll get this done and we can post it to Facebook or Twitter for Fan Fuel Motorsports, and I'll get get you a link for it and everything, so you can post it for your fans and everything.
I really appreciate it. And man, thanks everybody that supports racing.
Thanks.